I still don't have a Charcadet in Pokemon GO, and I really want to get my hands on one, so we're going to be hatching as many of these eggs as possible. I've got 3 2s here, which means it's a low chance. It's a really low chance, but we still have a chance. But yeah, after our first day of hatching a few eggs, we didn't get anything, so hopefully we can get more than Togepi. And here comes the last egg. It is a Pichu. All right, well, not in this batch, but don't worry, we're going to be hatching a ton more. And of course, we're going to click on every single Captain Pikachu along the way, like this one right here. Unfortunately, not a shiny one, but they are definitely boosted. So we'll see how many we end up with by the end of this event, seeing that it goes all the way until the 11th. Captain Pikachu brought down next to this interesting looking, I want to say it's a house. To be honest with you, like these places are like combination houses and temples. And I don't think I got a really good Pikachu. I think I saw 505. We're looking for 536. But are you a shiny from a raid? No, not a shiny from a raid. And I was wrong, it was a 504, even better. And here's a 10. Let's see what happens with this one. This has the highest chance, so it's a Gumi. Awesome. Got a 10 and a 2 here. Starting off with the 10, this has the best chance, so it's an Amora. Now watch as the thing that has the worst odds gives us that Charcadet. No, that's a Solosis. So far, unfortunately, no luck with those eggs yet, but don't worry, we're gonna go to a really wonderful place called Okinawa Sushi here. This place has a ridiculous amount of Japanese food. The menu is a book. So let's go inside. We're gonna meet Marco and his family for a little bit, and man, we're just gonna go off in here because there's so much to eat here. And just to prove to you that I'm not exaggerating, it is literally a book. There is like 50 pages in here filled to the brim with things like sushi ice cream. It is weird. This place is phenomenal. I cannot tell you just how happy this tree of sushi makes me feel. This is magic. Well, lunch is officially over. We have decimated pretty much this entire thing. We have done a very good job. And now I also have 3 of these win a raid tasks. Let's see what we get. First one is a Skarmory. Really want to see that nice Captain Pikachu and Shiny. So number 2 is a Rockruff. Fantastic. And the last one is going to be with a Pikachu. All right, 392. That is 10 off. And on the way to the second destination, we finally hatched the Charcadet. Very glad. And it was from a 10-kilometer egg as well. This one is a 394. I have no idea what that looks like, but it is a 11, 14, 11. That's perfectly fine. But as you can see, there's quite a few things we have to do in order to evolve these. If you want Armor Rouge, you have to defeat 30 Psychic types, and if you want Ceruledge, I believe it's called, you need to defeat 30 Ghost types. But I'm just glad that we finally got one of these little buggers. It's been a little bit. We are in a very different area of Bali right now. I kind of forgot the name. He told me like literally 5 minutes ago. But I do have 2 more 10s here, and also in the car, I hatched another Charcadet from a 2-kilometer egg, so hopefully we can get more of them. This one's gonna be, okay, 2 or more. But as you can see, I did hatch another one, and this one I believe was a, what, yeah, a 10, 13, 10, and this one was an 11, 14, 11, so pretty similar. But also we have these hatch egg quests, so let's see if we get another Pikachu. That's a Quaxley. Number 2 is a Fuecoco. And the last one is the Hat Pikachu. Oh, and it's a 400, dang. That is literally 2 off from the hundo, so that is a 98%. But anyways, let's explore this place and see what we can see. It is now our final full day in Bali, and by full day, I mean we leave at 4:30 p.m. But before we go, we have to evolve these Charcadets into their final evolutions. I fought with a buddy multiple times against all of their level 1 Psychic and Ghost types, so we can now evolve both of these. But first, we need to put some rare candies into these things, so I'm going to try to get us up to exactly 100 candies, because I believe it's only 50 for each. So here comes the first evolution. This should be called Armor Rouge, I believe. It's exciting to see it. It's a really fun design. I think it's the lesser of the 2, unfortunately. It becomes a Fire and Psychic type, which is an interesting combination, though the unfortunate side to all of that is that other evolution just completely blows it out of the water in terms of typing. But there we go. We have Armor Rouge officially put into the Pokedex. Now let's take a quick look at these things' moves. It can learn Ember and Incinerate, and for charged moves it can learn Flame Charge, Heat Wave, Flamethrower, and Psyshock. So I don't know exactly how useful this would be in PvP, but it is an interesting moveset. But now, ladies and gentlemen, it is time to evolve this Charcadet into, I believe it's called... Actually, I completely forgot the name. It was on my brain just just a second ago, but I do believe I've completely forgotten this one. But I know that the word slash is in it, I think. Cyril Edge. Okay, so not even slash. The word edge was in it, but there we go. This is clearly a superior design in my opinion, and also it is a fire and ghost type. I'd imagine that the fast moves are about the same. Yeah, Incinerate and Ember. But for charged moves, it can learn Flame Charge, Heat Wave, Shadow Ball, and Flamethrower. Maybe possibly pretty good. I could see Incinerate and Shadow Ball together, and maybe Flame Charge to boost your attack strength. I mean, this one could be really good. And now that we got those evolutions out of the way, I believe we're gonna be meeting up with Marco very soon, and I think we're gonna have our final meal here before we head out to our next destination. Speaking of Marco though, he did send us this really nice Pikachu. It was a 518, so not the hundo, but I think it's a male, and unfortunately it wasn't a male or a shiny. I have the shiny female Pikachu. I really want to get the male one just to have the complete set. And now our time at Bali has officially come to an end. Marco, thank you, seriously. Without him, this trip would not have been nearly as exciting. We wouldn't have done nearly as many things. Also, shout out to his brother, Max. Both people, amazing people. We got to meet his family and his grandmother, which was a sweet woman. Also, to the Dawn, otherwise known as his mother. Yeah. Wonderful woman, wonderful woman. But yeah, now we got to head out, and anything you want to say?
You know, I did not expect this to actually happen there.
Yeah.
I mean, we met, you know, through Pokemon GO. Who knew?
Yeah.
Like one day.
And that's all because of Ivan too. Yeah. Like he's actually, he watched Ivan a lot.
Ivan.
Yeah, shout out to Ivan.
Yeah, you made this happen, man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I actually, legit, probably, yeah. Yeah. But on that note, good seeing you, man. And I'm sure we're gonna come back at some point. We'll go to the Komodo Islands. Yeah. We'll fight a dragon together. It'll be great.
You know, we'll probably ride some Komodo dragons and dolphins too, yeah.
So, I'm down. And now it is the next day. We're back in Taipei right now because we're gonna be heading off to Tainan later on. But before we do that, we're gonna ride the hop on hop off bus real quick, try to see the sights, try to get some spawns, maybe get another shiny Captain Hat Pikachu. That is a big goal. But speaking of Pikachu, actually, I have this Taipei Pikachu that I got last year. In fact, actually, no, it was over a year ago when I got this thing. And as you can see on the top here, when it comes down to the hearts, it only needs one more heart left until it becomes best buddied, and it has a gift. So we're about to best buddy the Taiwan Pikachu that we caught here, and then we're gonna best buddy it here too. This was not planned. I'm just gonna say it like that. That was not planned at all. This is all random. This literally just came together like this. But I'm very happy about it, so there we go. Now we have a cactus fruit, and with that, he's got himself a nice little ribbon. Fantastic. Okay, so we're stopping for a moment just to get ourselves some breakfast slash lunch at the moment, and I decided to do a raid on the nearby, and sure enough, we got a shiny Chansey. But the cool thing about this Chansey is it isn't just a random gym. This was a Pokemon Center gym. There is a Pokemon Center in Taipei. I missed it last time. I guess I just didn't know it was here. I thought it'd be cool to check it out, but I will show you the gym in just a moment. But I am so glad that we caught a shiny Chansey from the Pokemon Center gym. Let's just take a quick look at this one though. A 682 is not the best, 13, 10, 10, but it's also the first shiny of the video, and trust me, I've been trying. But as we click out of here, yep, there it is. This is the Pokemon Center gym, and there's also a stop that looks really cool. Look at that Dragonite, that's awesome. But since there's copyrighted music now, I'll see you when we're in the center. With you guys here. That store is dangerous. I don't know what happened. I went in and everything went red for a little bit, and then I came out with this on my arm. So we'll show you a little bit of what we got here because there's some goodies in here. But before we do that, I do have a Pikachu raid here. They've been showing up a decent amount here, which is great. And this one still isn't shiny. I'm just trying to get that male shiny, but I just can't do it to save my life. But in the end of the day, we're still having a great time in Taipei. But we only have like about an hour or two left here before we gotta head out. So on that note, let's keep hunting around it. Maybe we'll get lucky and we'll find something shiny. All Alright everybody, we're now in the train station. We're about to leave Taipei very soon, but I'm very happy to say that the Incense has provided us with another shiny, a shiny Scyther, and I am very shocked that we have not gotten one of these till now. I've watched somebody else get like 4+ of these things in a row basically, and I can't seem to get one to save my life until just this moment. So I'm glad that we got one. 1, 2, 3. They're also weather boosted, so that's kind of cool. Maybe we got a good one. So let's see it. 2289 is a 41411, but it's a shiny. So we're not in Taipei anymore, we're in Tainan, and look at this, a shiny Glameow from the side of the road. I am curious if I'll be able to catch this, because we are going kind of fast, but whatever, let's see what happens. I don't overly need this, so if it does go away, it's not going away, that's fine. But now let's see how good this thing was. Did we get it Road Shundo? We definitely didn't. But it is from Tainan, so this is our first shiny in Tainan. And now finally, we are in the hotel room, and before we wrap up the video, there's just a few things I wanted to tell you. For starters, in Taipei, apparently the Pikachu with the green shirt is still showing up. I really thought that was supposed to go away after a year, and it's been over a year, and I've seen 2 of them today. And also we saw Wild Dragonite, which kind of fits the theme of the Pokemon Center, which was kind of cool. But speaking of that Pokemon Center, I do have some things to show you. Some things are for other people, so I don't want to like spoil it, but we got some cool stuff in here. Starting off with a bath bomb. It's kind of fun. As you can see on here, it's just Mewtwo, Venusaur, Charizard, and Blastoise. It's one of the 3, or one of the 4 that's in here. We'll definitely be doing that soon. And then I managed to grab 4 of the exclusive plushes that are only specifically at the Taipei Center, I believe. So some people in the center thought it was also showing up in Hong Kong. I'm not sure. I've never been to Hong Kong, never been to that Pokemon Center. But this is what we got. For starters, we got the Pikachu wearing the interesting glasses. They also have a Bonsweet bag and stuff, but this is exclusive to Taipei. Followed up by a Jigglypuff that is also exclusive to the store. And then we've got ourselves a Teddy Ursa with a nice little drink. I like this one a lot. It looks really good. And last but certainly not least, we do have the Dragonite with the Bonsweet in the front. And this is apparently really hard to come by. Apparently this just restocked today, which is great. I'm glad that we were able to get all 4 of them. There were a few things that I was kind of hoping to see. Apparently when the store first opened back in, I think, of December of last year, so technically I was wrong and I didn't miss it when I was here last time. It didn't exist when I was here last time. When it did open up, there was an exclusive, I believe, Pikachu or Dragonite card that you could get at the store, which would have been so cool to get. But it is what it is. We weren't there for the opening, so we don't get the stuff. That's just how it goes. But nonetheless, very happy that we were able to get all 4 of them. This one is my favorite. It also stands on its own, which is fantastic. And there are a few other things, but I'm not going to show them to you, mostly because they're gifts for other people, and I don't want them to know what I got for them. But on that note, we're going to wrap up the video here. Don't forget to smash that subscribe button if you enjoyed today's video, and let me know in the comments down below. How are you doing with the Charcadets? Are you even hatching? How about that Captain Pikachu? Have you managed to get one of those? Please let me know in the comments down below. And if you're really enjoying the content and you want to see even more of it, I highly suggest this video over here. We had a lot of fun in this video, a ton of adventures.